ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, welcome to all of you. So in this unit we are going to discuss 5th canto, 7th chapter, 8, 9 and 10. 4 chapters. We have 5 days. Actually small chapters, actually these are all not big chapters. Yeah. So we'll be starting with 7th chapter, 5th canto. It's all about Bharat Maharaj. So how he left his kingdom and then finally, so further, so he is progressing in his spiritual life. So many teachings, lessons we are going to discuss from Bharat Maharaj. So like, so in the previous chapter we have seen Rishabhadev disappeared. So now we are going to start after Rishabhadev. Rishabhadev is having 100 sons. Out of 109 sons, they became Navayogindras and remaining 91. So in that, so total 10. So 10, they became kings, actually Kshatriyas. Rishabhadev, Bharat Maharaj is a leader and remaining 9. They are ruling 9 different Varshas. And Bharat Maharaj was Chhatrapati, actually, he is emperor. Like that, 10 Kshatriyas, 9 Navayogindras, remaining 81 became Brahmanas. So like this, now Bharat Maharaj, we will continue with the Bharat Maharaj. So life. So in this first sloka, it's like Gadya actually. Sri Sukha Vacha. We'll continue together with you. Bharatastu Maha Bhagavato Yada Bhagavata Vanitala Paripalanaya Sanchintitaha Tad Anushasana Paraha Panchajanim Vishwarupa Duhitaram Upayeme. Translation someone.
Today also we continue speaking to Maharaj. My dear king, Bharat Maharaj was a focused devotee, following the orders of his father, who had already decided to install him on the throne. He began to rule the earth of India. And Bharat Maharaj ruled the entire globe. He followed the orders of his father and married Panchajali, the daughter of Vishwarupa.
Let me share screen. He followed the orders of his father and married Panchajani, his wife, Bharat Maharaj's wife Panchajani, as per teachings of Rishpadev. So Bharat Maharaj, so following and so ruling the kingdom. In this chapter, summary actually you can see. सप्तमे भवने यज्ञे ही पत्र पुष्पादिभिर्वने भरतः भक्ति भरतः हरिम ईजे दृढ़व्रतः. We are going to see in this chapter, Saptami 7th chapter, so how he is doing different yajnas in his kingdom while he was in the Bhavane. Bhavane means while he is in, yeah, with his kingdom and his palace. So he was doing so many yajnas. And he left that palace and he went to forest. And he is in the forest, he was worshipping Lord with the Patra Pushpadihi, with flowers and leaves and so on. So like that he worshipped. He worshipped Lord in palace with yajnas, and he worshipped Lord with flowers and leaves and so on. So in forest. So that, but his bhakti is always is strong. Drdha vrataha means he is having the drdha sraddha. He did always pure devotional service. You all remember drdha sraddha? I forgot. Remember. Today we are going to discuss this extensively. Mainly only one sloka is very, very important in this chapter. It's the sixth. Sloka number 6. We'll spend most of the time there only. Remaining things are very easy. So many things are written by our acharyas, also Srila Prabhupada writing in the purport. Same thing is there in the purport. We'll read that. So, yeah. Bharat, not Bharatakanda, he is ruling the Jambu Dvipa. Total Jambu Dvipa. Jambu Dvipa is 9 varshas. So 9 varshas are given to 9 brothers. And he is the on top of that. He was emperor. Yeah. But remaining places are known as Bhauma Sarga actually. Only mainly this Jambudvip and that too Bharatavarsha is only the mainly Varnashrama system we can see. So remaining places all are enjoyment only there.
So here is mentioned globe. That means only globe.
Globe means so mainly you can take actually all 9 brothers they are ruling with the 9 and especially he is on the Bharatavarsha actually. Previously it was known as Ajinabha and because his father next sloka it is coming and after that on his name it became Bharatavarsha. So that means his brothers are taking the remaining all that means total 9 is distributed but he is on the top of the uh, all 9 varshas but he is particularly mainly we focus our is Bharatavarsha because Bharatavarsha is the place where karma happens actually. Varnashram system and karma. Even in this 9 varshas also. Prominent one is Bharatavarsha. So on his name it is given as Bharatavarsha actually. Yeah. It will come in details in the 16 to 26 chapters of this same canto. So next, yeah. Rishabhadeva Bhagavan My dear king, Bharat Maharaj was a topmost devotee, following the orders of his father, who had already decided to install him on the throne. He began to rule the earth accordingly. When Bharata Maharaj ruled the entire globe, he followed orders of his father and married Panchajani. Avani Talam is given, no? So that means entire. तस्याहमुहावा आत्मजान कार्स्नेन अनुरूपान आत्मनः पंचजनयामास भूतादिरिव भूतसूक्ष्माणि सुमतिं राष्ट्रभृतं सुदर्श सुदर्शनम आवरणम धूम्रकेतुम इति. Yes. Next. Translation.
Just as the false ego created the separate sense object, Maharaja Bharata created five sons in the womb of Panchajani. Why? These sons were named Sumati, Rashtra, Prithu, Sudarshana, Avarana, and Dhumraketu.
Yeah. They are the different names of his sons, Panchajani. Next. Ajanabam namai tadvarsham bharatam iti. Yes. Yeah.
Description of false ego creating subtle sense objects.
Yeah.
Why are the sons being referred to subtle sense objects, not gross?
Just as the false ego creates the.
Why this comparison?
Yeah. Comparison is given here. Bhutadi ahankaraha. So here false ego, how from the false ego we get so gross senses, that's so tamsika ahankara, rasika ahankara, and satvika ahankara. We have three different types of ahankaras are producing the three different types of, it means the different types of elements. So like pancha mahabhutas, pancha tanmatras, pancha gnanendriyas, pancha karmendriyas, intelligence and mind. So just as the false ego creates the subtle sense objects, you know, Acharya give the commentary. Huh? Commentary is not given, I should comment. Let me see in another. Sanadi didn't give. Let me see in the. I will do it. Yeah. In this one. Sridhar Swami, we'll see. आत्मनो अनुरूपान भूतादि अहंकार इव भूत सूक्ष्माणि संतति वृद्धौ दृष्टांत. It is just an example. He also said that santata vriddhi means in getting children. Like how this is an example for how he increased his progeny. He said that much. Bhutadi ahankara iva. Bhutadi ahankara iva bhuta sukshmani. Nothing is ये दिए हैं थोड़ा सा संकल्पेनेव भगवत सिद्ध संकल्पत्वात् बाह्य नियोगादिकम नास्ति इत्यर्थ जस्ट by संकल्प भगवत सिद्ध संकल्पत्वात् so that means he had bahya niyogadikum nasti bahya niyogadikum means so outwardly so mixing is not that just by sankalpa like how Lord creates just without touching the prakriti how he creates this all the 24 elements in that way just by the sankalpa like in the case of Prithu Maharaj also there Vishwanath Chakra Thakur writes so he also got children 4 children not just having the physical intercourse just by the siddhi so because of siddhis just by sankalpa they can produce so like that Vamshidhari gave
Being without
uh,
physical
yeah
produced children.
yes like that let us see on another one tasya उवाव पंचजन्यम ही आत्मनः स्वस्य कार्सेन अनुरूपान् पंच आत्मजान सुमत्यान् यथा भूतादि तामस अहंकारः भूत सूक्ष्माणि शब्द स्पर्शादि सारूप्ये संतति वृद्धियों च दृष्टांत नहीं कोई कमेंट नहीं की भूत मैंने तामसिक अहंकार से जैसा ये सूक्ष्म शब्द आदि मैंने शब्द स्पर्श रस गंध रूप ये सभी जैसा उत्पन्न होता है उसी की सारूप्य ये भी बच्चे उत्पन्न हुए ओके बेटर ज्यादा स्पेकुलेशन नहीं करना चाहिए हम उतना ही दिए प्रभु नेक्स्ट अजनाभं नाम तत् वर्षं भारतम इति यत आरभ्य व्यपदिश्यन्ति यस प्रभु
Formerly, this planet was known as Ajay Amavarsha, but since Maharaj Bharat's reign has become Bharatavarsha.
Yeah. So, Ajanabham नाम एतद वर्षम initially it was known as like 9 varshas are there this is the Ajanabha Varsha why it is known as Ajanabha Ajanabha Nabha means Nabhi father of Rishabhadev so Nabhi also ruled and Nabhi gave this to Rishabhadev is known as Aja because he is incarnation of Lord Bhagavad Aveshita avatar actually Bhaga is given to some Jivatma, then that Jivatma is known is a Bhagavad Avesha avatar. Like Jnana Shakti Avesha avatar, Kumaras, Bhakti Shakti Avesha avatar is Narada. Like Bhaga is also Shakti, that is given to Jivatma, then he is known as. So Bhagavad Shakti Avesha, Bhaga Aveshita avatar. Vrishvadev actually. That means 5, the 6 appearances. So 6 appearances are, some portion of 6 appearances are given to this Jivatma and he is Rishabhadev. And he is also Aja because like he is the avatar, incarnation of the Lord. So Nabhi and Aja both were holding that, having the Swamitvam on that land. So that's why that land is known as Ajanabha. So now that name is turned into the Bharata Varsha because of Bharat Maharaj. He is such a powerful king and he ruled such a nicely, so it became Bharata Varsha. Now Bharata Maharaj became Swami of that. He is known as Bharata Varsha. This planet was formerly known as Ajanaba because of region of King Nabhi. After Bharata Maharaj ruled the planet, it became celebrated as Bharatvarsha. Next. सबहुविन महिपतिः पितृपिता महवत् उर्वत्सलतया स्वे स्वे कर्मणि वर्तमानाः प्रजाः स्वधर्मम् अनुवर्तमानः पर्यपालयत्.
Maharaj Bharata was a very learned and experienced king on this earth. He perfectly ruled the citizens, being himself engaged in his own respective duties. Maharaj Bharat was as affectionate to the citizens as his father and grandfather had been, keeping them engaged in their occupational duties. He ruled.
Purport. It is most important that the chief executive rule the citizens by keeping them fully engaged in their respective occupational duties. Bharat Maharaj ruled so this whole kingdom just by following his respective duties. He was doing and also asking others to follow. Swe swe karmani vartamana. Saha bahuvit mahipati pitru pitamahavat uruvatsalataya. That means he was having the same affection like his father and grandfather. Like so Rishabhadev and Nagi. How they were very affectionate to the citizens. Similarly, he was also affectionate to his citizens. Swe swe karmani vartamanaha prajaha swadharmam anuvartamanaha paryapalayat. So he is also following dharma so that others also followed dharma. So to make that means yajidacharati sreshta tattadeve taro jana sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate. Just the way the leader behaves, accordingly followers follow. So he is a pure devotee, Bharat Maharaj. So is there any need to follow varnashrama? Huh? Is there any need?
An example.
Only to set an example. Otherwise, is there any need for bhakti? If anyone thinks rules and regulations of varnashrama is needed for bhakti, then what will happen? Huh?
Undervaluing the importance.
Then? Apara? No.
That means varnashrama is higher than bhakti.
No, we are making varnashrama just a tool helping for bhakti. Is it good or not? Is it right or not? Varnashrama means what? So having our duties based upon body. Like my body, psychophysic nature. So I have various duties. Like Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. Like also Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. So like this we have various. Can you use something on the floor? Yeah. So these duties are based upon the body, not based upon the soul. Actually, it's not. First of all, Varnashrama is not related to the whatever duties given by Varnashrama. Those are not belong to Jivatma. Jivatma is always pure, and Jivatma doesn't have such a duties constitutionally. All these Varnashrama duties, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi, these rules are all related to what? Body. They are all Bahya. Iha Bahya. They are all outside to the soul actually. So such activities, whether we have to follow or not.
Yes.
Why?
We follow the varnashram duties very strictly. It keeps us in the mode of bliss, as a result of which it is easier to practice bhakti and hit the Shuddha.
Yes. That's the right point. But Bharata Maharaj is already in the pure devotional platform. Pure devotional platform means already he is liberated. So those who get drdha, so for them there is no need of following this dharma, all these rules and regulations of varnashrama. So still if someone feel those will be helpful for bhakti, what will happen? Still if someone feel those will be helpful for bhakti, they will keep in mode of goodness and so that I can do my pure devotion. Is it right? My statement I'll repeat. If we think that by following varna and ashrama rules and regulations, we will be in the mode of goodness so that those will be helpful for my pure devotion. This statement is right or wrong?
Considering that the person is already in a pure devotional state, then he has no necessity to be in mode of goodness.
That means statement is wrong. That means someone who is in the pure devotional service already. So can he consider that? So I'm doing pure devotional service for that. These rules and regulations are anyway helpful. So because they are keeping me in the mode of goodness. This statement is right or wrong? What if there is a lacking is there where it is lacking?
If somebody is in Shuddha Sattva, why will he aspire to be in mode of goodness? I have 100 rupees.
Yeah.
Why will I also want to be treated?
Why we have to?
If somebody is already in Shuddha Sattva, why will they be very careful to maintain Sattva also? There is
Other point is
good. We'll hear from them.
Somebody following the rules and regulations. So the impetus is from the scripture externally. So when somebody on the platform of Bhakti, the impetus is within. They naturally follow that. So there is no impetus as external to follow the rules and regulations.
There is no impetus to follow
rules and regulations based on the scripture because internally they are on that platform.
So what is finally your conclusion?
His conclusion is Sattva becomes natural.
Sattva becomes natural. Naturally they follow. You want to say?
It's internal. So.
But while following the rules and regulations, so it is extra endeavor, na?
Till the point this rules and regulation not covering the bhakti, it's okay.
It will cover or not? That means you want to say varnashrama is helpful to the bhakti. So this is the consciousness, then where he is. Is in pure devotion. Your point is for those who are not in the pure devotion. But my statement is what? Already someone is in the pure devotional service. So can he consider that? So rules and regulations of the varnashrama can keep me in the mode of goodness and it will be helpful for continuation of my pure devotion.
No.
Huh?
As long as we are in this material body, yes, it is okay. Today we are in mode of pure goodness. But what is the guarantee that it will follow? But if we are always following Varnashrama, it will make sure that bottom limit we will never fall down to it. For an example, if a person wants to throw an ocean.
That is point is a little bit away from what the things I asked. I gave respect the condition that he is already in the pure devotional platform. So can he consider that? So following rules and regulations of Varnashram Dharma can keep me in the goodness and can make me to help to continue my pure devotion. Huh? Statement is wrong, yes. Statement is wrong. That means even if one is in the pure devotion, irrespective of his state, he has to do this. Yajna dana tapa. You want to say? You are imposing yajna dana tapa. That means karma to the pure devotee. No. Yajna means I am asking it is karma, not the Sankirtana yajna. Now, if you bring Sankirtana yajna, it's a Shravanam Kirtana. It's a part of the pure devotion. I am not saying that. Yajna means yajna dana is a karma. Like that I am asking. Tell me, they has to do that? If you say like that, then you are obliging. That means you are making pure devotee also to follow karma.
But they're not organized.
Where they are not.
All these great Janaka, all these they have practiced.
If they practice, then what consciousness they practiced? With what consciousness? Did they feel that these are all needed for must be followed by me? Even I am in a pure devotion, I should follow. These are all with that consciousness they did. If you say like this, then their bhakti is covered by karma. The rule of what? Jnana karma dhanavritam is broken. So then they are not in the pure devotion. Their understanding of pure devotion is wrong. So yajnadana tapa, all these things they do only with mood of what? Setting an example to the society. By doing like that, their karma will be covered or not? Their bhakti will be covered or not? To set an example, if someone is doing karma, so then that attitude will cover bhakti or not?
No, it will not.
It will not. So anavrutam. Avrutam means yes, covering. While to set an example, even if they do varnashrama, that will not going to cover. So that's why there is no problem. So come to our main point. So
One question in perspective of Iskcon.
Yeah.
This tapa. So initially, getting up for Mangalarti and having bath. However, Srila Prabhupada has established that in the standards that I have set lies the strength of movement. So, assuming somebody is at the pure devotional platform, can he ignore the tapasya of the morning program? Not come. Or should he follow that even if I am a pure devotee, I should follow that?
This is actually, this is not the tapasya while doing the bhakti angas, direct bhakti angas, they are all. That means Mangalarati attending, so doing japa, all these are all direct bhakti angas as described by Rupa Goswami in his 64 items of the pure devotional service for the bhakti angas. So while doing that, whatever tapasya is coming, a person who is in the pure devotional platform, we don't consider it as the tapa while doing the karma actually. And these are all very much they do follow. Pure devotee means what? Who has strong faith, sraddha, in what? In the conclusions of the Shastra. And also, since they have such a strong faith, they sold out for those conclusions. What is the conclusion of Shastra? One has to fully surrender to the Lord Krishna. And one should practice so Shravana Kirtanadi Rupa Bhakti 24 hours. As per prescribed by the Shastra. That means Vidikrama. So since he has complete faith on that, strong faith on that, so he sold out himself. That is the symptom of having the Shraddha means Sharanagati. Sharanagati means so completely selling out. So then such a person while doing these activities, he don't consider it is a tapasya. He consider it is a part of the, so his Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. Of course, he might not be having the ruchi like Raganu sadhana bhakta. But he has, what is the difference between Raganu sadhana bhakta and Vaidhi sadhana bhakta?
Greed.
Huh?
Greed for serving others.
Greed for the bhava, whatever is there for ragatmika bhaktas. Ragatmika bhaktas in their heart, there is a love for Krishna actually. And there is a mood for Krishna. So someone get greed for getting such a bhava, then he is known as Raganu Sadhana, Sadhaka Bhakta. He will automatically satisfy all the conditions of Anyabilasha, Sunya, Gnana, Karma, Dhanavrutam, Anukuli and Krishna Anusili. Because he has such a greed. That greed for not for 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours. That's for the all the time, 24 hours. So, and he has such a taste so that he has ruchi actually. Greed or ruchi, you can say any alternatively. But he doesn't, ruchi means, don't think that he is having the raga. Sadhaka has ruchi for raga, not raga directly he is having. When he has such a ruchi spontaneously, so the way, so whom he is getting, from whom he is getting inspiration. That means such a ragatmika bhakta only he is aspiring. So naturally he will follow him. So as per Shastra only he will do, he also, but which portion of Shastra he follow? The Shastra which is describing, so he, that means whom, from whom he is getting inspiration. So that Ragatmika Bhakta, whatever he does and whatever is explained in this Shastra, that he will follow. Not the rules and regulations, so which are prescribed for the person who didn't get the Ruchi still. So certain pattern is given. Like Pancharatra books, Narada Pancharatra, all this. These books actually, so they are uplifting the Jivatma who are not getting Ruchi, Raga Anaptatvat. Some Jivas, they didn't get the Raga, Ruchi. Ruchi, they didn't get the Ruchi for the Ragatmika Bhaktas. So for, but how to lift them? So to lift them, to remove their laziness, so there is a system is given by the previous acharyas like Narada. He was describing mainly our, so Mangalarati attending, so doing Archana of the Lord and serving the Lord, offering Bhoga, all these are all Pancharatra system. Majorly it's the Pancharatric activities. So these are all given in a systematic way, so by acharyas to uplift the jivas who didn't get ruchi for the raga. So that is known as Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. Vaidhi sadhakas, they are disciplined by the maryada given by the previous acharyas. And also they don't have natural spontaneous taste for doing devotion. But what they should have? They should have faith. Faith. Either only two things can keep us in pure devotional platform. What is that? One is faith, or another is taste, greed. So only these two things. So having taste is out of millions is one. Millions. That means raganuga bhaktas, one in the millions. But most of the people are faith only. If you want to know which category, just if we hear the stories of 10th canto, are you feeling to hear those again and again all the time? Again and again you are feeling, even forgetting about the eating and sleeping also. Such a is there, then fine, you are raganuga bhakta. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, no, we can't keep. So keep in that category. Of course, you might be having the respect and you have the vision of doing raganuga sadhana bhakti, but how to do that? That you can't directly do. You have to mix that raganuga bhakti items with your Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. That we will discuss some other time, how to do that. But now most of the people should become qualified to do Vaidhi sadhana bhakti by what? By developing Shraddha only. Ruchi is not there because of heart is full of contamination actually. Because of that, there is no ruchi. Ruchi will come when one does this sadhana anytime. So by the mercy of such a ragatmika bhakta's mercy only you will get ruchi. So when these this is that's why naturally our diagram will become this only. Because we have only three processes: karma process, jnana process, and bhakti process. Even in the bhakti process also, so most of the 99% categories is Vaidhi sadhakas. Drdha Shraddha is only their qualification. So strong faith. Devanagari is okay? Can you read, na? Only one row. So Drdha Shraddha. कहाँ चले गए? क्यों नहीं आ रही? ओहो, ये पुराना है तो अभी तो this version of OneNote has reached end of support and is now read only. To continue editing and latest app. कहाँ है latest app? Switch now. उसको करने दीजिए. क्या कर रहे हैं?
कर देंगे।
पेंट में करूँ?
हाँ, आपको टाइम फिक्स कर देंगे।
वो तो फिक्स करने दीजिए. ये सब में सिस्टमेटिकली सेव नहीं होता है. This is the entry actually. Till the time one doesn't get Dhrudha Shraddha, they has to follow Varnashrama. So that's why it is given in by previous. What is the pramana? What is the proof? So you can see. So वर्णाश्रमाचार इत्यादिकम तो अजात दृढ़ श्रद्धान शुद्ध भक्ति अनधिकारिणः प्रत्येव उक्तम. Who is not adhikari for Suddha Bhakti? Ajata Dhrudha Shraddha. Ajata. Ajata means not produced. What? Dhrudha Shraddha. For those Shraddha, Dhrudha Shraddha is not produced. So though in those cases, Dhrudha Shraddha is not produced, they are not adhikari for Suddha Bhakti. For Suddha Bhakti, only one qualification is needed. What is that? Dhrudha Shraddha. That's all. So what is the meaning of Dhrudha Shraddha means? Strong faith. Strong faith in where? In conclusions of scriptures. Why conclusions of scriptures? How? How can you say sraddha means conclusion, belief in conclusions of scriptures?
That is what the other sadhus and word of the Lord say. That's the basis of spiritual path. Not but any concept.
Yes. Anything else?
But there is also yeah, what is the essence of that? That's the details. The details are very basic.
Yeah. So to know this thing, first of all, we should know we are trying to define what? We are trying to define the qualification of Suddha Bhakti. So what is Suddha Bhakti? Tell me then. Then we can find the qualification. Means?
Having no other desire other than
Means?
having 1 crore desires.
I mean, how can you say in a simple language? So the one who is in the pure devotional platform, what he does?
Favorable. So,
Huh?
Tatas Lakshan
Ah.
was 2 Lakshanas.
Hmm.
So, in the primary characteristic described that it should be favorable service to Lord Shri Krishna. It shouldn't be covered by karma.
Means what? Service which is not covered by karma and jnana. Means what? What can be that?
No aspiration for
No. What kind of activity is that?
direct angas.
Huh?
Direct angas 64 angas.
Direct angas. That means Shravana Kirtanam. Shravanam Kirtanam. All this. That means doing karma and offering results of karma is also bhakti. Can we consider that?
That's not Shubha.
That's not Suddha Bhakti. That can be the part of the direct devotion? No. If you, that means when you say karma and jnana should not cover bhakti. So such a bhakti we want actually. That is known as Suddha Bhakti. Jnana karma janavrutam. So that means you want to say, so the activities which are karma by nature, but you do that and result you are offering. Then this cannot be a Suddha Bhakti, because so you are taking absolutely karma. So for doing bhakti, you are taking full support of karma. Means that's why this is out. Means doing karma and offering the results of that cannot be a Suddha Bhakti. Okay, that means so Gnana Karma the Anavrita Krishnanuselanam means direct devotional activities. Exclusively for Krishna, that is coming from where? Anyabhilashita Sun. Means only for Krishna's pleasure. That means doing Shravanam Kirtanam, one may do Shravanam Kirtanam for getting the moksha also. Like Kaivalya Kama, Gnana Misra Bhakta. The one who is desiring the moksha, Kaivalya, he can also do the Shravanam Kirtanam. Or otherwise Sattvic Bhakti. Sattvic Bhakti means doing Shravanam Kirtanam for getting moksha. So that means that is not pure devotion. That means exclusively for Krishna only we should do. There is this one. So exclusively we should do for Krishna only. Krishna's pleasure only. That is Anyabhilasha Sunyam. Okay. So that means now you define only for Krishna's pleasure. अच्छा पेंसिल वापस लेना है. So only for before I was taking something else.
Maybe brush.
No.
Brushing.
No. Small. This one is there with me. Not this one, bro. Left side, this one. Yes. I do use my OneNote. This is the first time. Okay. Only for Krishna's pleasure, Shravanam Kirtanam we should do. How much time in a day? Huh? 24 hours? Satatam?
When we are awake.
When we are awake. My God. Doing, so only for Krishna's pleasure, doing Shravanam Kirtanam 24/7. Huh? This is known as? No needing. We already put the doing Shravanam Kirtan. Jnana Karma Dhanavarti is covered. Only for Krishna's pleasure, pure devotion. Anyabhilasha Sunyam is covered. So, Anukulyena Krishnanusila means, so Shravanam Kirtanam, by nature they are what? Unfavorable to the Krishna only. So that means the who doesn't have any pratikulata, any opposing nature, they only do this Shravanam Kirtan. So when we say Shravanam Kirtan, it is automatically covering the condition of Anukulyena Krishnanusilana.
Little bit following the footsteps of.
No. Anushilana meaning there. So activities and mood. That is the meaning actually. Anukulyena will be expressing that. So pratikulya sunyatu. That means pratikulya sunyata. So pratikulya, when you say, automatically everything which is opposing attitudes all are filtered out actually there. So anukulya itself is covering that. Anushilanam means shilanam, shila dhatu is having the two different meanings. So kaya vang manasiya tattat chesta rupaha. So priti vishadaatmakaha tattat bhava rupaha. Shilanam is having the two meanings, actions and mood. So there all the moods and actions are covered with this Silanam. Anu means again and again. Doing actions for Krishna again and again. Without any pratikulata. Without any opposing attitude. So is known as Anukulya and Krishna Anusilana. That itself is Shravanam Kirtanam. Always. 24 hours Shravanam Kirtanam is covering. And also Jnana Karmadi Anavrutam. All these three things are together included when we say 24/7 Shravana Kirtana. And only for Krishna's pleasure, when you say, then it is Anyabhilasha Sunyam. So that means another way of defining so pure devotional service in the sadhaka level, actually, I'm saying.
So one very clear. Is it not worth mentioning that is Shravanam Kirtanam fully remove the opposing nature, pratikulata, from my heart? Is it not necessary or helpful or most essential for me to do this under the guidance of previous acharyas who are following the Maryada of the Shastra? Otherwise, I can get at the stage of Bhava like Bharat Maharaj.
So, no. If we.
Because Prabhupada put this in nectar of devotion. Anushilanam means following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas.
Various meanings actually. There various word meaning to contextually to so we can have various meanings and give the various lessons. But when you see the standard definition in the explanation of this sloka, Anushilanam, Krishna Anusilanam, Shila Dhatu is having these two different meanings, actions and mood. Here the point is, where it is covered, I will explain your point in this explanation. First, we have to take Shila. Shila is a dhatu actually. From there only Shilanam word is coming. In this dhatu, so Shila means actions and mood. What kind of actions and any action, any mood if you have for Krishna, so that is already included actually. All the varieties of life, even the Kamsa is also having the Dvesha Bhava. Is also included in the Krishna. Even the actions like Hiranyakashipu, they are fighting. Their fighting is also Krishna. All. That means in this whole world, anything you do for Krishna, favorable or unfavorable. That means with favorable mood or with unfavorable mood. If you do for Krishna, that is known as Krishna. But you have to filter this. That means Krishna, Kamsa's Dvesha and Hiranyakashipu's fighting. To remove all these unnecessary things, the word anukulyana is added actually. Then automatically all these unauthorized things will be finished out. So, following footsteps of previous acharyas itself is the anga of the bhakti. Gurupadashraya, Satovritti, all are, if you see in the 64, it itself is anga of the bhakti. It's not the item, it's not the definition of the bhakti. It's not part of definition. It is anga of the bhakti. So, but if you see in the general definition of pure devotional service, you can just say Anukulyan Krishna Silla. That is enough actually. When then all the unfavorable things are filtered out. So that's why only for Krishna's pleasure, doing Shravanam Kirtanam 24/7 is known as pure devotion. To do that, what is the qualification? We are checking now. Okay. So if someone wants to do 24/7 Shravanam Kirtanam, so for Krishna's pleasure, so what should be his qualification? Means define that Drushatta. Now, so now you are clear that he has to act like that. 24/7 Shravana Kirtana he should do for Krishna's pleasure. So for that qualification you are saying Drushatta, then define that. Define. How? How to relate that? With the how can you make it fit?
Only when you have strong faith in the conclusion of scriptures, then only you can do only 24/7 this activity. Direct and other. Otherwise, it will be difficult.
So what is the conclusions of Shastra? Someone may say conclusion of Shastra is the good health. Someone may say conclusion of Shastra is happily living with the family. Someone say conclusion of Shastra is serving parents.
Conclusions of the Shastras, which are following in the footsteps of the Ragatmika, they are what we will subscribe.
Yeah, conclusions of Shastra is so all the whatever you say, health, whatever the family, all these are all rules and regulations given to be good health, to have good health, to be social person, proper good social person, whatever. These are all so-called rules and regulations are there to serve the one thing. That means that's remembering Krishna all the time, not forgetting for a moment also. So this is the higher thing. So, and also Shastra says, those who surrender to Krishna, they will be fearless, and those who doesn't surrender, they will not be fearless. So, Shastra is clearly saying that Vasudeva Paravedaha Vasudeva Paramaka. All the Nigamakalpatarur Galitam Phalam. So, all the scriptures, so all the Veda is concluding into so doing Smartavya Vishnu Satatam. So, we have to remember Vishnu all the time. So, this is the conclusion actually. So, that means Shastra is clearly establishing doing. Bhakti means what? Don't once again come back to the Bhakti means karma arpanam, all those things. No. We'll fall down once again. The foundational points. So complete surrender. Completely surrender to the Lord so that he can be fearless. Once one completely surrender, what he will do? He will directly do service to him or he will do indirectly? He will do directly only, na? So that's why he will be doing direct devotional services. So that's the conclusions of scriptures is what? Fully surrendered to the Krishna to become fearless. So that means selling himself to the Krishna. Surrender is the conclusion. That's why Krishna says what? Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. So that's why one should fully, that means all dharmas leave it. What that dharma means, what you should take here? Varnashrama dharma. All you should leave it, fully surrender to him and do what? What he should do then? All the time remember Krishna. That means all the time Shravanam, Kirtanam we should do. Yes or no? So that means he has to do Shravanam, Kirtanam all the time. So that means the qualification for doing Shravanam, Kirtan 24/7 is what? Full surrender. Yes or no? So full surrender is the qualification. Full surrender is the qualification, and Krishna is also saying same thing. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. Full surrender is the thing. Then full surrender is the, who can have full surrender? Those who believe that statement of Shastra. Who is telling to do fully surrender? Who is telling? Krishna is telling directly to you. Who is telling? Scripture is telling, na? Not that Krishna is coming and my dear Partha. So he is not telling to you, na? So scripture is telling actually. Even Guru tells, Guru also follows whom? Scripture. Otherwise he is not a Guru who doesn't follow scriptures. So that's why there is no need to mention. So drdha means following Guru statements. No need to mention. Yes or no? Because Guru means obviously scriptures, follower of scriptures. So that's why enough. There is what is the need of repeating the scriptures and Guru. That means are they two or different? So they are two different instructors? No, they are not two different instructors. Then what is the need of putting Guru there? So that's why Shraddha means only what? Shastrartha. Only the Shastra is enough. So that means the Artha means conclusion of scripture is enough. So that means all the scriptures are asking us what? Surrender fully to the Krishna to become fearless. This is the conclusion of scriptures. So leave everything, all this. Because why Shastra is saying like that? Because Jivatma is constitutionally servant of the Lord only. Is there anything else it is? Is it have any other business? No business. So no other business. All other businesses are just because of so-called, so claiming himself as so body or something else. Otherwise, Jivatma doesn't have any other business. Constitutionally, Jivatma is servant of the Lord only. So that's why Shastra is also saying reasonably only. It's not saying anything, in a different way, in a such a irrational way. No, it is telling so in a proper. That means it is telling about Jivatma nature, and also it is telling. That's why it is finally concluding after explaining the properties of Jivatma, Paramatma, this material world, spiritual world, everything. So ultimately, what Shastra is saying. That's why, my dear, you have to surrender to him fully. So that's why Sarvadharman Parityajya is the conclusion. So one So to do that, one should have what in that instruction? What he should have? Strong faith. Drdha sraddha he should have. So that's why the symptom of drdha sraddha is what? Full surrender. Symptom of the drdha sraddha is full surrender. So those who are full surrender, they only can do only for Krishna's pleasure, doing 24/7 Shravanam Kirtanam. Is it clear? All things. Now Bharat Maharaj is pure devotee or not? Yeah. So Bharata Maharaj is pure devotee. Then being pure devotee, what he should do? I should give up kingdom. Very good. ये आंसर चाहिए हमको. He should give up kingdom, na? Why he is sitting there and doing? So that means while ruling his kingdom, he is a pure devotee or not?
Yes.
He is pure devotee. And also he is doing Shravanam. Also he is doing so kingly activities. And also you are saying pure devotee. You are saying also one side pure devotee means 24/7 Shravanam Kirtanam. On another side, you are saying that he is also doing kingly activities of a king. Then how to reconcile this? Huh? If you say for the service of the Lord, this karma, then where you are going? Once again, you are making? Huh? He is going once again. Karma is you are doing karma for satisfaction of the Krishna. Where it is breaking?
These are the instructions of Bishop. He's following the instructions of the Lord. Just
Even instructions, so many are there. Shastra is also saying Rishpadev is nothing but Lord. So Lord only gave the even so karma also he only gave. So he's also his instructions only. Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. So it's the instruction. These are all instructions. Karma is given by Lord. With that attitude, this karma is given by the Lord, and that's why I will do karma and offer to the Krishna. Is this pure devotion? No. Then how can we say then it's the instruction that's why he's following? Can we say that like that? That attitude, can you claim to Bharata Maharaj, and also can you satisfy he is pure devotee? Can you establish he is a pure devotee? No.
doing this in the mood of Sharanagati, not doing this in the mood of karma.
How it is? This is the point now.
So,
can you elaborate that?
Just that. Set an example with us.
Set an example.
To set an example, okay, very good. To set an example he is doing, but while doing that, he is then 24/7 Krishna Shravanam Kirtan is missing, na? Why you have to do setting example?
no, by remembering Krishna, if you do that, see, it depends on the intention. The same karma.
But 24/7 Shravanam Kirtan also should be satisfied, na? Otherwise, he is not the pure devotional.
What is the definition of Shravanam Kirtan? If it is like simply sitting in one place and hearing and doing nothing else, then even great personalities like Maharaja Ambarish also were not doing pure devotion. So, I mean, I will always quote Srila Prabhupada. He would say that me going to the bank to save Krishna's money is an act of pure devotion. This banking activities is also a part of pure devotion. He considers, he's remembering that this money is Krishna's blood. And so therefore he's trying to serve Krishna. So from that perspective, everything is about, anything a pure devotee is doing, he's remembering Krishna always, and he's never forgetting Krishna. So it is direct anga of bhakti, it is Shravanam Kirtan. Remembering the instructions of Guru and going to the bank to do something. Shravanam Kirtan. From that perspective, it is Sharanagati. And anything done with the mood of all satisfying all six angas of Sharanagati is pure devotion.
Let us hear from others also. Anything else? I'm saying what I'm asking is clear for everyone. I'm saying that Bharata Maharaj is doing the activities of a king, like fighting, like managing so many things. And he is also pure devotee. That means he is doing Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevan Archana. Shravanam Kirtanam is not only just Shravanam Kirtanam, but similar to that. So similar to that, all we should take. That means direct angas, everything you can take. Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevan Archana, Vandanam. Like 64 are there. So he is doing any one of that. He should do. Otherwise, he is not in pure devotional platform. And also he is doing activities of a king. How?
Asmat Sarveshi Padashu. I remember the act. It's not the action itself matter. It's remembering the Vishnu.
That means two activities can be done simultaneously. Yes.
Sorry?
So two activities can be done simultaneously.
Arjuna was so it is considered.
Go ahead.
Arjuna was fighting
Hmm.
what it's considered as the order of
Arjuna, can you repeat, Prabhu?
Arjuna was
Fighting.
But he was doing not because of sensitivity. He was doing just following the order of the Lord. It was considered service.
Following order of the Lord, if you say, then you are breaking your own definition of. Following order is not the item of the adi as a part of the pure devotion. Following order is for the neophytes. Before entering into pure devotion, since their bodily platform, they got the orders. If you are in the mode of goodness, that means you are in the Brahmanical qualities for you. So these activities are your duties. So these are my order, and you follow this for my satisfaction. This comes where? That consciousness. That consciousness is a part of pure devotion? Is not at all. That consciousness is part of before pure devotion. So that means, so I am king, or I am Brahmana, I am Kshatriya, or I am Vaishya, I am this, I am that. So for me, Krishna is ordered because Dharmantu Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitam. So since the Lord gave this Dharma to me, so that's why I follow this strictly for pleasure of Lord only. That is known as what? Aropa Siddha Bhakti. Bhakti Matra Kama Aropa Siddha Bhakti. That is not pure devotion at all. So following order means what? So we have to identify ourselves as pure devotion platform means what? We have to identify ourselves as a pure devotee. That means only servant of the Lord. We should always identify ourselves as just I am a servant of the Lord, nothing else. So, and I have to do what then? Directly I should serve him. That is known as Shravanam Kirtanam, all this. This he has to do. Now, if you say that Bharat Maharaj is doing these all the activities, the kingly activities. So, as the order of the Lord he is doing. So, can you say he is in the pure devotional platform? No. It's gone actually. You are bringing the consciousness of a pure devotee to the karmarpana. You're understanding what mistake we are doing? That cannot be. Now it's justify. You have to justify he is a pure devotee and also he is doing the.
Only you can do that.
No. Yeah, it's funny. Prabhupada writes actually very wonderful purport in fourth canto, 22nd chapter, Prithumara's case. Same cases actually. Prithumara is also pure devotee and also doing these activities. So Prabhu also came good extent actually. I'm not rejecting that answer. So the point is, yes, those who got drdha, so see their consciousness. How is their consciousness? We are not thinking the consciousness of those who got drdha. So what Shastra is telling about them? They conceptually, so those who are in the pure devotional platform, conceptually, they see everywhere what? Creator, not the creation. Seeing creator in creation, in every activity, in everything, in every moment. So Prabhupada gives such a wonderful line actually. Seeing creator in creation all the time. This is the statement actually. It's not that this is order of the Krishna doing this kingly activity and that's why I'm doing for his pleasure, means it is lower consciousness. That is not the consciousness of a pure devotee. That is the consciousness of those who didn't get the still drdha. But so while doing everything, how it is possible? That's why Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita in the 10th chapter, he gave few examples. I am tasting water. While drinking the water also you should remember Krishna. He gave few examples and then after that he said, hey Arjuna, what can I say? So everything is myself only. This whole universe is my one amsha. So that's the Karna Sai Vishnu is the one amsha and from him only everything is manifesting. So that means now you should understand one important thing. What is the great importance of studying the Srishti Leelas? When you deeply absorb yourself in the Srishti Leela, that means everything in this creation is coming, whatever you are seeing now in the Vyavahara life, everything is coming from where? From the Krishna. How he created. So that's why again and again Sukadeva Goswami, not one place, two place, three times he's bombarding. Why? In explaining of what?
Creation.
Srishti Leelas. Because to raise the consciousness of a individual to see creator in creation. Example, your grandfather so gave something for you. So and he left his body. So when you see that object, what you remember? Grandfather. Even that means all the time you remember him only. Like lovers also, they exchange gifts. Whenever they see what they remember? The lover only, whoever is there behind. Like one house is given by your grandfather, and so you always keep on remembering, oh, this is his house, this is his house. So like this is the known as Krishna consciousness. The Krishna, that's why pure devotional platform is not a joke actually. It's not an easy thing. It's like every minute, everywhere, everything he is seeing what? Krishna. Krishna's, he is able to remember. That's why who is taking, that means Prabhu, how it is possible? What should I do for this? Bhagavatam is telling what you should do. Bhagavad is explaining and giving the enough clues for you to see creator in creation all the time. That's why those chapters are flowing like that. Second canto, fully creation is explained. The deeply absorption into that explanations of that creation. And Vishwanath Chakravarti writes the second canto, 10th chapter actually, maybe text 12 or something. He again and again bombards. So, this Srishti Leelas again and again Sukadeva Goswami is saying because we are all sleeping in Maya. We are not seeing creator, but we are seeing everywhere what?
Creation.
Creation, and we are trying to enjoy. This is the fault actually. Not able to see creator. So who is not able to see? Those who are sleeping. To wake up them, he is explaining about how this creation came. The same thing actually, if you see in second canto, second chapter, so the neophyte yogi who is not able to clean his heart, what he is recommended actually, he is recommended to meditate on universal form, because he is seeing everything is part of the universe only. Even the material desire he has, he will clearly understand that, oh, whatever these material things I am desiring, all also part of this universal form only. Why I have to unnecessarily hanker for this? In this way, he is coming out from the lower consciousness. His consciousness is evolving, actually. The same way for us also, for us, creation is explained again and again. That's why analytical understanding, even the mind, intelligence, everything, all these 24 elements, whatever the universe we are seeing and manufacturing beautifully, so it looks like very beautiful, but everything is what? It's a Krishna's, these 24 elements only. How these 24 elements are manipulated and can be brought it to the varieties, that is also explained in the second canto, 6th chapter actually. There's a Purusha Suktam. Because when he keep Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, these 24 elements chunk in his body, it is developing into the varieties. So there is only one taste. In 24 elements, taste is also one of element or not. That one taste is becoming multiple tastes, multiple varieties, because of varietiness is there in the body of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Yes or no? Like initially, male and female come together, two liquids are coming together, and then that in uniform form, that liquid is in uniform. But now it is turning into the bones, like hard bones and soft tissues, and so blood and all these things. How it is turning into the varieties? That initial uniform lump. How? Because of? Yeah, because of the following the mother body. So that inbuilt intelligence is kept there. So it is turning like that. These 24 elements are becoming varieties of the taste, varieties of the smell, varieties of the all these varieties are manifesting. That is known as Virat Rupa. That initial 24 elements lump is becoming what? Virat. So the major crucial point is, so how Bharat Maharaj maintained pure devotion and also did duties, means this is the thing. He is seeing creator in creation. Everywhere, every time he is remembering Krishna. In this way, 24/7, Shravanam Kirtan is satisfied or not?
Yes.
Is satisfied. And also is doing his activities. There we should not say that he is doing because it's the order of the Lord and that's why he's doing. So and he's everything is giving for Krishna. Then it's a karmarpanam actually. It is the consciousness of the lower category. Those people who are in this area, they do like that. Not these people.
Then
the question is,
the activity itself is not direct anga.
Yeah.
That still remains, no?
Huh?
The activity is what he was doing.
Yeah.
So that still remains that it's not a direct anga.
No, that's not bad.
Smaran is there. But
Smaran is there. That's why it is fulfilling the 24/7. That activity is not fulfilling.
Smaran without doing the activity.
That is Nirapeksha then.
Then why?
Why? Because to set an example to the society.
then why is
Huh? Huh?
then why is he
He gave up at certain point of time.
the point is why is he giving up? He can continue anyways, he's a pure devotee.
He can continue. To set why Prithvi Maharaj also left his kingdom to set an example as a Vanaprastha. Prabhupada writes clearly.
Set an example.
Because king is, otherwise people think that even at the age of 50s also I should keep on, continue only. They don't see pure devotion of the Bharat Maharaj, they see only doing the karma. Then Raja aisa ban gaye to praja kya kare? If king is like that, then people also will be attached to the family and house only. Then there is, being a king, it is duty. His duty means he is the representative of the Lord and he will be, so Ejjidachari Shrestha. Krishna himself is saying, I have no duty to do here. But I myself come here. That is known as preaching actually. You can ask why these pure devotees then do set example, what is the need? That is known as preaching actually. To preach others about the lower people, you should preach how to do strictly, they should follow their varna and ashrama and bring them to the pure devotion. So to do that, they do follow. Otherwise, their bhakti is absolutely free from the karma avritam. Yeah.
Coming back to earlier question,
Mm.
there are two activities.
Yeah. It's possible. Two activities possible. That means remembering is also possible, and that's it. Tasma sarveshu kaleshu Ma manusmara yiddicha. So you can remembering is also possible. That means people may ask how it is possible to. Yes, possible. But how to do that? Then you have to know how to remember Krishna all the time, because then you should know he is the creator of everything. You are able to see he behind of everything. Then you will come to know when you understand Srishti Leelas deeply.
Just want to add very quickly.
Yeah.
As Kadambakanand Swami was asked one question: have you ever seen the Lord? Recently, so there was some lecture. So Maharaj told that no, I have not seen the Lord, but I have seen him. I think everything that is happening around. So just reminds of what he explained.
Thank you. Okay, so here some of the citizens, it is important that the chief executive rules the citizens by keeping them fully engaged in their respective occupational duties. Some of the citizens were Brahmanas, some were Kshatriyas, and some were Vaishyas and Sudras. It is a duty of the government to see that the citizens act according to these material divisions for their spiritual advancement. Even Bharat Maharaj is also not obliged to follow his duty also, is a kingly duty. Out of duty he is not doing. Out of he is doing to paropakara, paradukka dukki. So to uplift the jivas he is doing. His kingly duties is following only with that consciousness. That's why you always be careful. We should be careful in commenting the pure devotees' consciousness. It should not, that means we should not impose non-pure devotional consciousness on the pure devotee. Then it is also offense. With a lack of understanding and lack of our understanding of tattva, if you impose non-pure devotional consciousness on a pure devotee, it is also one of the offense. Very careful, actually. We are doing so many offenses in this way. Acharyas, that's why while commenting any pure devotee's case, very carefully they comment. Very carefully. Even in the case of Bharat Maharaj, so in the further section, so we'll be getting. So why he got attachment for this deer? So here they explains that this is because of Lord's arrangement. Vishwanath Chakra Thakur is not at all interested to say that because of his offenses he got this kind of attachment. Kechit, some people they say like that, our acharyas say that. But it's not their opinion actually. That means even those devotees not here now, but if you so minimize their consciousness and kept them in a lower category, is also offense towards them. Yeah.
Like when we are explaining the importance of devotee association, sometimes say that Bharat Maharaj called everybody. Is that also a offense to
Someone they say like that you should say, not like your opinion. Kechit vadanti.
Certain example. That is also certain example.
No, set an example of offenses he will do and he will. That, no, he will fall down. No, no.
On the audience, just look at someone.
No, no, point is here. Bharat Maharaj. केचित वदंती कुछ लोग बोलते केचित माने कुछ लोग.
But really, nowhere in commentary that comes, no, that because of not having association. Because I was trying to search.
No, no, it's not there.
Nowhere it is there.
No.
So it is our
that is also our speculation. But Purukruta Aparadhas is in Bhakti Sandarbha, Jiva Goswami mentions Kechit. Some people they say that because of his previous offenses, he got now material attachment. Like 5 types of results will come from the offenses, like Kutilata, Asraddha, Bhakti, Nishta Chavak, Vastantra Abhinivesha, Saithilyam, Bhakti Saithilyam, and Bhakti Kruta Ahankar. In that third, the middle one. In that case, Bharat Maharaj, there also as a Kechit, aisa, some log, kuch log bolte hain ki, so some people they say that because of his previous offenses, he got now attachment for the deer. It's not my opinion, but some people they say.
So this is still offenses, but nowhere even Acharyas talk about because he didn't have association.
Yeah, that is not there.
Nowhere it is.
That is not there. to get the result of our offenses. So at any time it can happen. Even the bhava stage also result may come. But because of lack of association, this point is not there.
I think this preacher's vacha.
Preacher vacha. Huh?
Association.
But Prabhupada can take privilege of so teaching so many things. He can extend the context and so can go. But acharyas wise, if you see, so not having association is not the main crucial point. But you can see like that. We can even Prabhupada and Jnana Mr. Bhakti is there in that Jnana Angas, whatever Jnana Angas are they like Ahimsa. Then Prabhupada immediately take up that not doing offenses. So Prabhupada take the full opportunity of any place in this Bhagavatam, anywhere, any sloka. So he always focus what should be taught to people who are aspiring for pure devotion, what they should do, those who are already in the pure devotion platform. For them only, he is trying to bring everything for them only. So from every place, he tried to bring the lessons for these people only. Even the context is Jnana Mr. Bhakti. That is Prabhupada. Okay, that we can't so disagree with that. Next, it is a duty of the government to see that citizens act according to these material divisions for their spiritual advancement. No one should remain unemployed or unoccupied in any way. So that's why it is any leader means he should make sure that their followers always engage 24 hours as per their consciousness. They should be fully. Actually, that's why say, I'm pure devotee, 24 hours chanting. I sit and chant. This is not. You do see creator in creation and do all the preaching activities. This is the Prabhupada mood actually. And all the people are engaged in respective services. So that what will happen? So even he is not in that pure devotional consciousness, he will be protected by that. But if he is simply left all the following his rules and regulations as per Varnashrama, and if you try to simply sit, so I'll do the Shravanam Kirtanam by leaving everything. It is there, privilege is there, he can. But if he is not really qualified and didn't get such a drdha, and if he simply left everything, and if he sit for Shravanam Kirtana, then what he will do? He will become a mityachar, jagatvanchakaha. He will become a mityachar. So that's why to remove that, so that kind of chances, our acharyas, our Prabhupada always encouraging us to do activities for Krishna. But what you should come to the platform of pure devotion. You should not see that, oh, it's all the time in the whole life, end of the life, oh, this is Krishna's order, family is Krishna's order. So even Kshatriya activities or the Brahmana activities or Grihastha activities, all are Krishna's order. Let me do nicely, and this will be a result I will give. This consciousness is what? Karma Mishra Bhakti. This consciousness is Karma Mishra Bhakti, this consciousness. You should should clearly differentiate between the consciousness of pure devotion and consciousness of lower other than that.
This downtailing is the starting stage of
Starting stage that is. Because he can relate himself as body and he can relate himself as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Grihastha, Brahmachari, Sannyas. He can't relate himself as I am a direct servant of Krishna. So for them it is said that he has to. Sabhi log pata nahi. Sleeping, eh? So he is not able to relate himself. So 24 hours he is not able to in the consciousness of I am servant of the Lord. Such a clarity, so consciousness he didn't develop still. That's why he's not fully surrendered also. Then what you will be asking him? Devotee. That means do whatever you want to do. So that means whatever the respective karma you do and offer that. At least 10% you give, at least 20% you give. This is what? This is simply bargaining with the person who didn't come to the pure devotional platform. कुछ तो करेगा. ये तो ऐसा सब्जी मार्केट में जाके वही go to the vegetable market and we ask like bargaining. It's simply bargaining to bring them to the complete surrender and after that 24 hours remembering Krishna to bring to that. So whatever extent. So that's why we should be always clear that. So what is the goal and where they are respectively only you should guide. You can't disturb them just by saying, hey, you are not doing pure devotion. So this is the pure devotion I learned today. So you have to leave everything. No. You should prepare them to come to the stage of pure devotional platform. That is real preaching. Not that just now I came to know IIT, joining in the IIT college is very nice. So I'm studying fifth class and I heard the glories of this studying there. Nice job I can get. So tomorrow I took my bag and sit in the IIT college. Then what the people will say? You go and fulfill the criteria, requirement, qualification, then come. Yes, sir. The same way. So we are where we are from there on we should travel. Not that the whatever you like, you can't do that. Whatever you heard that you can't do immediately now. Just like a higher thing. You have to travel from here. So what are the requirements to so satisfy the consciousness of a pure devotee? That you should so deeply absorb, understand, and implement.
Very information aspect given so that they can.
That is the thing. So we should give a pathway. Like now you have to bring that fifth class to the IIT. So you have to show the path. And you have to make him to study each class and pass and develop this such a aptitude and skills to be qualified to that. That thing we should do.
Not disturbing him from
Yes.
and also inspiring and motivation. So, are we inspiring?
Like you see now immediately you should do. This is only the thing. Your nonsense you are doing. This is not a inspiring, it is. It is imposing actually. Then it is disturbing them. They feel fear actually. Then they got they were shaken actually. That we should not do. You should give necessary route actually. Pathway you should define to them. And set the goals and then bring them to that level. Step by step. That is known as preaching.
So little bit disturbance is required to somebody.
A little bit. How much he can take. That means that preacher will decide. Teacher will decide how much load should be put. It's not a universal thing. It's not a common thing or a universal thing, universally equal to everyone. Like disease is not equal to everyone. Same fever is one person, another person, three, four people came with the fever. Doctor will treat according, not that he will give equally dose to them. Dose will be changing based upon the so their intensity of the disease. So that's a expert doctor who knows. Otherwise, people will say only one thing. Inexpert doctor, what he will do? Simply, you take this, you will be happy. You have to take it. They are not expert doctors actually. So expert preacher is so properly guiding to the people. So first of all, that's why we should be expert in the total path, and also we should be so realized like that. If we are not a realized soul, we can't make others to be realized, others to realize. That is very important.
It's the common, like now I'm talking about what level.
You have levels. You should make the levels. You can't speak same thing. Yeah. So you can't speak same the whole life, same lesson. So that's why you should categorize the people accordingly, make the batches and raise the levels step by step. But instructions are there everywhere. So instructions are there. Prabhupada writes even in the first chapter also full surrender. In the last chapter also he writes. But they should be able to see the things and differentiate the things which are which level, which is instructions and which consciousness is for this lower level and which consciousness should be there for the higher level. So such a discriminating ability should be they should get. That is the proper understanding of the books. Then after that, practice wise, then they will make plan actually. If you properly make them to understand, then they will take the plan for the retirement also, then they will make plan for the simple living also. If you properly deeply explain the things, then accordingly they will take the changes in decisions in their life. Otherwise, they will be sitting at one place only. If you say, what are you are doing these 16 rounds and for regular principles enough, then we are going back to God at this much only. If you show, then they will be doing that only, just enough. And they can't look for the any progressive steps. They can't endeavor for the higher things. Then this is a problem actually. We are stopping their progress as per the Shastra. Yeah, that's for the neophytes. Minimum he's saying. He's not saying that 24 hours you should not do.
It's not enough for go back.
That's the point actually. Rupa Goswami is saying. So we can't have two business. Only one business, that is. So only that's a pure devotion. Guru's instructions also, like now teacher is saying that you study 5th class. So why she is saying or he is saying? Because that means she wants to bring him to the IIT entrance and sitting in that college. But why she is or he is doing like that? Because that is his capacity now. But there are so many books now we are going to see. So in the coming purpose, 24 hours. All the time you should remember Krishna. All the time you should chant. So those for the common people in the common so level we set it. 16 is minimum, not the maximum. Then after that, open field is there. Okay, next on the spiritual path, everyone should act as a brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha and sannyas. Although formerly the government was a monarchy, all the kings were very affectionate towards the citizens and they strictly kept them engaged. So that's why the best way of organizing society is not the Western way of style of giving the things. Now Westerns, they have so many ideas. So without proper understanding of the creation, that means without proper understanding of the modes, 3 modes, so the influence of modes on this jiva. So simply people, they make this so many plans like capitalism, communism, thisism, thatism. So like secular, liberalism, all these isms are improper understanding of Lord's creation actually. So these isms are the narrow, shallow understanding of the Lord's creation, and they brought these isms. Actually, they are all wrong. Actually, to organize society, what is the best system? Varnashram system. That's why Prabhupada is writing here that only, not anything else. Although formerly government was a monarchy, all the kings were very affectionate towards the citizens and they strictly kept them engaged in the respective services, respective duties. And they should do everyone first and foremost thing is, so if you want to do good for the society, they should be divided into the 4 varnas and duty should be given. Then next what we will ask, you do this duty for Krishna's pleasure. So how much? So at least you offer 10%, 20%, 30% of result. Then at one stage he has to give, ready to give up everything. So as much as he hear the glories of Krishna, he should be ready to give up everything, and he should come to a stage of what? He should study and hear the Krishna and from the pure devotees. He should be able to see Creator in creation all the time. And he should be developing full faith on Krishna. And he should be ready to do 24/7 Shravanam Kirtanam. That is known as Suddha Bhakti. So that's why we should raise the people from here to here, here to here, and here to here.
Specifically written Daiva Varnashram. So even for Varnashram also, the goal is same only.
Actually, there is no Daiva Varnashram, Varnashram. Varnashrama only. That means dividing 4 varnas and so giving duties. But Daiva, why we are specific? Varnashram is Daiva Varnashram. Bhakti is Suddha Bhakti only. Even Rupa Goswami, so after next chapters, he says Bhakti only. He don't say Suddha Bhakti. Because there are people confused. Tomato means tomato only. Do aloo or do tomato mila ke tomato nahi bolte na. माने भक्ति माने शुद्ध भक्ति ओनली दूध माने दूध ही है तो वर्णाश्रम माने शुद्ध वर्णाश्रम नहीं दैव वर्णाश्रम ओनली तो लेकिन ऐसा स्पेसिफिकेशन कभी दिया जा रहा है मैंने क्या व्हाई इट इज गिवन समटाइम्स द वर्ड स्पेसिफिकली बिकॉज़ देयर इज अ मिसकंसेप्शन ऑफ द society people so they always go down varnas are there and duties are there they think that these varnas and duties are there for sense gratification they strictly follow their duties and they get the artha and from that they get the sense gratification and they think that this is the purpose of dharma those are known as karmis so but now we are saying so no that is wrong and you have to do for Krishna's service then that is known as varnashrama which is known as daiva varnashrama.
So all the definition that we have, all that is talking about Daiva Varnashram. Varnashram.
Varnashram, yes, Varnashram. Varnashram. Varnashram means Atah Pumbir Dveshreshtha. That means for the some Siddhir Haritoshnam, for the Krishna's pleasure only. Next. इजे च भगवन्तं यज्ञक्रतुरूपं क्रतुभिरुच्चावचैः श्रद्धया हृत अग्निहोत्रदर्श पूर्णमास चातुर्मास्य पशु सोमानां प्रकृति विकृतिभिरनुसवनं चातुर्होत्र विधिना. With great faith, yeah.
King Bharat performed various kinds of sacrifice. He performed the sacrifices known as Agnihotra, Darsha, Purnamasa, Chaturmasya, Pashu Yajna, wherein a horse is sacrificed, and Soma Yajna, wherein a kind of beverage is offered. Sometimes these sacrifices were performed completely, sometimes partially. In any case, in all the sacrifices, the regulations of Chatur Hotra were strictly followed. In this way, Bharat Maharaj worshipped Supreme Krishna.
Yeah. So here, these are all yajnas, like Agnihotra, Darsha, Purnamasa, Chaturmasya, Pasu Yajna, Soma Yajna. These are all part of Karma Kanda only. They are all described in Karma Kanda section, Prakriti and Vikruti. Prakriti means fully defined, Vikruti means so only partial definition. Some yagas are Vikruti yagas or some are Prakriti yagas. So then how to, that means that yaga is not fully described there, then that is known as Vikruti. When it is fully described, then it is known as Prakriti. So that means for certain yagas, certain are the Prakriti and certain are Vikruti. Like Agnihotra is the Prakriti yaga for doing the Pashu yaga actually. So Pashu yaga is Vikruti and the Agnihotra is Prakriti. Prakriti means fully described. That means from the starting to ending, how to do that yajna is fully described. But Pashu yaga is not described fully. Only whatever change is there, that much speciality is there, that much is defined. Then you have to know the complete process. Then what you should do? You should derive the things from Prakriti. So now here Bharata Maharaj is all doing the Prakriti and Vikruti yagas. So how to derive then? So things from the Prakriti to Vikruti, then you need to know the rules and regulations. Who will explain that rules and regulations? That is known as Mimamsa Shastra. Mimamsa Shastra will explain. So that is the role of Purva Mimamsa, Jaivinis. Understanding?
Yes.
So Sraddhaya means Swadhikarena Atmasat Kruta. So Agnihotraadaya Dividaha Tesham Prakriti Vikriti Bhimi Agnihotraadaya Sakal Angayukta. Agnihotra Sakal Angayukta mane fully described. Prakritaya Vikalanga Vikrutiya. So Vikalanga माने पूरा डिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं है, कंप्लीट डिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं है. सो उसको विकृति याग बोलते हैं. तो इस प्रकार प्रकृति विकृति दोनों याग सो भरत महाराज करते थे. Animals like Prabhupada anyway. So whenever these yagas comes, Prabhupada commonly writes the point is what? Yeah. So animals were offered in the sacrifice fire to get rejuvenated their life. So next yagas, real yajna is Sankirtan yajna for this age. So we don't do these all yajnas. Agnihotra, Darsha, Purnamasa, so Soma yaga. So this kind of Pashu yaga. These are all not possible because there are no proper brahmanas. Only Sankirtan yajna should be done. Karmakanda section can't be followed in the Kali Yuga strictly. But they do follow Devata worship. It's also like, so not pure devotional service by that activity, worshipping Devatas. Those are all explained in the different Puranas. So most of the Kali Yuga practices are based upon Puranas only, not the directly Veda, Karmakanda section of the Veda. Because they are not competent enough to apply all the rules and regulations and derive the full description for the Vikruti Yaga. And also doing properly chanting the mantras of that yaga while performing, that is not possible actually. So that's why this complexity is very much is there. So only one thing they should do. What is that? Sankirtan yajna they should do. They should do Sankirtan yajna in the Kali Yuga.
When it comes to this description, that would be Sankirtan one you have to do. So even for various samskaras, sometimes sadhakas say that there's no need to do a fire sacrifice. Sankirtan, how much value that is.
So while performing Vivaha Samskara, yajna should, So yajna should be done actually.
That's mandatory.
Yeah, that's mandatory. That's absolutely, because that is the vidhana. Samskaras, how to do in a Vaishnava way, is also explained in the Satkrisara Deepika by our acharyas. That we should follow. Not the Karmakanda yajnas are very powerful. Those mantras also Vedic mantras, not the Pancharatric mantras. Those are very tough to pronounce. So Anudatta, Udatta, Swarita, Swarkrama should be followed there. Otherwise, those will be giving reaction. So, but in the Pancharatra Vidhana, the way Yajna is defined, so like that we should follow as per Pancharatra Shastras. Next. Sampracharatsu nana yageshu vicharatsu kriyeshu apurvam yattat kriyafalam dharmakyam pare brahmani yajna purushe sarva devata linganam mantranam अर्धनियामकतया साक्षात् कर्तरी देवतायां भगवती वासुदेवे एव भावयमान आत्मनैपुण्यं मुदित कषायो हविषु अध्वर्युभिः गृह्यमाणेषु सा यजमानो यज्ञभाजो देवांस्तान् पुरुषावयवेषु अभ्यधायत्. Very important. After performing the preliminaries of various sacrifices, Maharaj Bharata offered the result in the name of religion to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudeva. In other words, he performed all the yajnas for the satisfaction of the Lord Vasudeva, Krishna. Maharaj Bharata thought that since the demigods were different parts of Vasudeva's body, he controls those who are explained in the Vedic mantras. By thinking in this way, Maharaj Bharata was freed from all material contamination such as attachment, lust, and greed. When the priests were about to offer the sacrificial ingredients into the fire, Maharaj Bharata expertly understood how the offering made to different demigods was simply an offering to the different limbs of the Lord. For instance, Indra is the arms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Surya, sun, is his eyes. Thus, Maharaj Bharata considered that the oblations offered to different demigods were actually offered unto the different limbs of Lord Vasudeva. So let us see. This is one of the very, very important sloka. So here, Prabhupada, the Supreme Personality of Godhead says that as long as one doesn't develop the pure devotional service of Shravanam Kirtanam, that means hearing and chanting, one must carry out his prescribed duties. The statement is clear. Who wants to explain? Not you two from this side. Explain this statement. Anyone? The statement.
Yes,
Prabhu. Yeah, carry on.
As long as one doesn't have it for Bhakti, you should perform it practice as per Bhagwan's commands.
When that means, can you elaborate this? With the why he has to do prescribed duties? Then after that he should do or not, like that. Whatever we discussed, can you now bring it out? And with that, can you elaborate this line?
Because he is not on the sraddha platform, and his consciousness is still not developed complete for Krishna.
Yeah.
So there is a mishra, there is a desire for it. So this regulation will get from that platform, where he can dedicate himself completely.
So by doing prescribed duties and offering that fully to the Krishna, automatically can he come to the pure devotional platform? This is my question now. Huh? But he's everything is offering for Krishna with loving. Huh? Yes or no? Question is clear. Question is clear. I'm saying that someone is not in pure devotional platform. He is offering his results of karma. Yeah. So can they come automatically to the pure devotional platform by doing that? Drdha they should get, but how? That means by offering karma they get or not?
No,
Huh?
by Mahat Seva,
Huh?
by Mahat Seva one gets. Since his mood will become favorable now, since he's following Shastra, so he'll also render service to great souls.
So now we have to please say based upon the actual things where he is now and what he should develop. So for that, what he should do, where he is now. So that means you are saying someone is not in pure devotional platform. They have to do prescribed duties. So now where he should reach, and for that what he should do. I am saying, can he simply just by doing his prescribed duties, offering to the Lord, can he come to that level, next level or not? Why? If not, then what should be done? If it is something should be done, then how it is related to that level where he should reach? With relation, I want not just in a simple way.
So that we develop.
What is the level he should reach?
Right now is
Define that.
we want to go Shraddha.
Ah.
For that, now he is in karma. He's doing karma.
Ah.
But as well as the Shravana Kirtan. So Shravana Kirtan, unfortunately, not
24 hours. That is the thing he should.
Remaining he is engaging in karma. So this will lead to slowly increase Shravana Kirtan.
How? This is the point. So why I'm asking to develop drdha, where we should focus actually. Simply, so some 16 rounds I'm doing and I'm doing karma and I'm giving the donation. This much is enough. Will it come automatically or where we should focus? That's why I'm asking actually. To come to drdha, what? What is that? Advancement of consciousness means what? Read the scriptures means what? What is happening there? Gradually. But what is happening there? Drdha means what?
More and more.
Symptom is surrendering. But drdha means what?
Strong faith on Shastra.
Strong faith on Shastra. That means strong faith on Krishna. Strong faith on Bhakti. Full faith on Bhakti. Strong faith on Bhakti. So for that, what you should do? If you want to develop some company, you want to develop faith, what we are doing actually? You should know the glories of that company, na? Actually. So like some industry, some person, like a girl is getting faith on a boy. How she is getting? By experiencing, no, na?
By seeing bank account statements.
So by hearing about his bank and his glories, how much he is earning, yes sir, by hearing only, na? By hearing his capabilities are not. Similarly here, where we should focus to develop drdha, we should develop, that means drdha means what? Strong faith in Bhakti and Krishna. Sarvada drdha nishchita means Krishna is only the ultimate, Bhakti is only the ultimate sadhana, and Krishna is only the ultimate target. Krishna prema is only the ultimate target. So in that strong faith you should get. For that, what you should know, you should do, you should deeply study the glory of that. Deeply should understand that. How Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. अंदर कूट कूट के बहुत प्रकार की डाउट रहता है. There are so many doubts inside. You have to look into that, and you keep on hearing his glories. From where? From Srimad Bhagavad.
Not only that, revelation also has to come from the Lord.
No. Revelation is a realization that comes later. So,
Just what you said.
But one more point. Let me. So this Krishna is also inconceivable object. Is beyond tarka. Is not in a logical object, because he can do with the hand. He can see and with the eyes he can eat. Krishna is like that, we are hearing his glories. Bhakti is also miraculous. It can do anything and everything without his help. Nobody can, no other sadhana can give result. But we didn't see Bhakti. That means we grossly we can't see. And it is also, Bhakti is also inconceivable. It is developing whole body into the transcendental. It is making transcendentalizing its body. His glories are very beyond the logic. And we are hearing but these glories, but how to get faith on them? Because they are all inconceivable. They are logical, beyond logic, my logic. How? That's why the kripa is needed. Kripa of whom? The people who have such a faith. So such a people who have such a kripa, such a sraddha, their kripa is needed, because kripa is also inconceivable object. When this inconceivable object is added to our so-called material intelligence, then this material intelligence will develop faith on inconceivable glories of Krishna and Bhakti. Otherwise, materialistic people keep on hearing without kripa. Can they develop faith? No. They always think, how it is possible? Krishna may be some powerful man. They say like that actually. Maybe some centrifugal force, that's why he lifts this. That means they try to fit some things, whatever they hear about Krishna. So as per their logical brain, if it is not possible, then they think that it is maybe something.
Poetic example.
Huh?
Doesn't fit in their logical brain. Poetic example.
And so exaggerate arthavad. They say that it's arthavad. So just poetic way it is said, but to beautify Krishna, but Krishna can do only this much, which is fitting to his brain, that much he accepts in Krishna, then say that I am also lover of Krishna. I like Krishna. This is not actually. And they appear like, oh, I'm doing service for Krishna. They also say, I'm also lover of Krishna, Prabhu. But is it really faith? Are they accepting fully? Are we accepting fully? Are we accepting all the glories which are said by Shastra about Bhakti fully? One drop of Charanamrita, if you drink, even cancer also will be cured. Are you ready to accept this? Fully, without any hesitation? That is known as faith. It can do anything and everything. Even you don't need to do work also, even you don't need to do, even go here and there also, everything can be Lord Krishna will bring and will meet. Do you have such a faith? So when test come, then we'll understand what kind of faith we have. कभी जब एग्जाम आ जाएगा तो पता चलता है. एग्जाम लिखने के बाद अरे बाप रे कुछ भी नहीं फेथ. चलो तो हम तो अरे कर्म बिना अगर भक्ति कैसे करेंगे प्रभु जी. Without any karma, how we can do? We bring everything. You people, brahmacharis, even you are all eating means we are all working. Na? So without karma, how you people are able to do? Even we don't not able to do, you also not able to do. Let us do, everyone. Glorify karma.
Company खोल देते.
Company खोल देंगे ठीक है. So then how to understand? Yeah.
Any diagram for getting drsha?
Only points are there. So
this kripa.
Mm.
So that one person should be there. Then only that kripa will come.
Yes.
If somebody is not there in this planet, then how?
Yeah, Krupa comes when his purity is the thing it is, and also he help you to destroy your current problems, current misunderstandings, current samshayas. So he has to examine you, and that's why live guru is very important.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So the person is not there in the planet, what?
Okay, after the guru disappears.
So planet will be wind up. Will be winded up. No need of planet. This is the Krishna's, if there is no one pure devotee, let's wind up. He says that now Kaliga is over. This is enough. No need to continue. Because if there is no one pure devotee in this earth, then earth will not be there. Creation will not be there. This is clear actually.
One clarification.
So that means at any point of time, some pure devotee.
One and many are there.
Yes. So, for example, we are now Bangalore, Delhi, we different places. So how will we get that?
Location very senior.
So, see, Prabhupada is our eternal, that means, and also esteem, that means Siksha Guru by his purports. His purports are so powerfully given. So, that means in these purports, he added that Kripa. And still, we take purports as a convenient way, as per our conditioning. So that's why there, Prabhupada Kripa, because compared to Srila Vasudev, if you see the explanation of Srila Prabhupada, so there is a lot difference because lot of endeavor is kept in this. Lot of, that means explanation is given in this. So that's why this explanation is nothing but Kripa of Srila Prabhupada. So it is there, and also he created this organization where the free flowing of various pure devotees from various places. Why this Krishna conscious movement Iskcon started? To bring everyone to the pure devotional platform, make them to chant 24 hours Krishna. This is only the business actually. So that's why he systematically designed this. That's why we are eternally indebted to Srila Prabhupada because of his purpose and because of his organization. So that we can get that pure devotion. He gave that mercy to his devotees, his disciples, and they are giving. So it's a flowing. Prabhupada is flowing. And also we should recognize that actually. There is no other business to this organization other than this. Making everyone pure devotee. Not other than this, there is no other business. So worldly welfare, this, that, anything we do only to attract the people, ultimately to bring them to the pure devotional platform. Yeah.
So can we safely conclude without having a perfect group, I cannot get the grip of Siddhanta Saraswati?
Yeah. Yes. Sure. We can conclude like that. Because Bhakti Siddhanta kept his kripa in his books, in his organization, in the system, the system that the Pancharatra mantras he gave, that's the second initiation, first initiation, the whole process is designed by him only. Before something is there, so but he is being Acharya, he did, and he gave such a royal road for us. So that kripa that we get through the flow only. Parampara. Parampara is needed, definitely. Because otherwise, independently, our conditioning will be ruling us. We are not at all de-emphasizing, or we are not minimizing the purpose of Srila Prabhu. We are not at all minimizing. But my conditioning, who is the cause for not to receive that. Then there is a person who can remove these hurdles in my path of receiving that. So that person particularly should see my present problem and my case and remove that obstacle where I stuck and make me to get it. That's it. We need. So that's why the Supreme Personality of Godhead says that as long as one doesn't develop pure devotional service of Shravanam Kirtanam. Pure devotional service means what? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanarchanam, 24/7. Because Jivatma is servant of Lord. It's not the half day will do the service of Krishna, then after that remaining half day is my. Is like that? 2 घंटा का भक्त है क्या हम लोग? कितना समय के लिए? जैसे आप कंपनी में एम्प्लॉय हैं तो कितना घंटा के लिए? 7 घंटा 8 घंटा के लिए. दिन भर एम्प्लॉय है क्या? नहीं है ना. तुम्हारे दिन रात एम्प्लॉय है ना? नहीं है ना. वो तो उपाधि है या नहीं? जो टेम्पररी है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? उपाधि. जो परमानेंट है वो क्या बोलते हैं? स्वधर्म, रूट में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल. स्वरूप, उसको स्वरूप बोलते हैं. तो जाप करना जीवात्मा का उपाधि है, स्वरूप है? स्वरूप है. सच बोलते. सर्वोपाधि विनिर्मुक्तम तत्परेण तत्परत्वेन निर्मल ऋषिकेन ऋषिकेश सेवनम भक्ति. So tatparat. So sarvopadi vinirmuktam. That means the qualification of pure devotion is what? Beginning is itself is what? coming out from all upadhis. That's why Prabhupada says pure devotion begins with the Brahmabhuta stage. That means free from all designations, all upadhis. ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य पिता माता भाई बहन ये वो सबसे आउट सबसे आउट होके एब्सोल्युटली सो ही शुड बी इन द प्लेटफॉर्म ऑफ या श्रद्धा. So that's why Madhyama, he should be Madhyama Bhakta at least. Kanishta Bhaktas can be in the pure devotional platform? No. Kanishta Bhaktas, why? Because they see Krishna only in the deities. They can't see Krishna everywhere. Another symptom of Drdha Shraddha is what? Able to see Creator in creation. Every time. Every minute.
It's a symptom of Madhyama.
This is a symptom of Madhyama. And Madhyama Bhakta only in the pure devotional platform, not the Kanishta.
But then what is the system of Uttama then? What is the
difference between Madhyama and Uttama? Only till Bhava stage is Madhyama, and Uttama means Uttama see directly, and Madhyama conceptually see. And Uttama directly Krishna he sees in everywhere. He experiences directly Krishna's form. So that's the difference between the Madhyama and Uttama.
This
Kanishta.
Jangama words, Thavara Jangama, Dekana, Dekatarimu. So that is for Madhyama or Uttama?
So Uttama.
So
Uttama. Like Sarvabhuteshu. That's the 11th canto, 2nd chapter. So he's seeing the Bhakti Bhavana. So Uttama Adhikari, that's Isha Tadineshu Balisheshu, that's a Madhyama. Next sloka comes na. Sarvabhuteshu Yaha Pashyet. So that is for Uttama. That means his Pashyet means so seeing directly, experiencing. But Madhyama is not experiencing. Conceptually he sees.
so thinking the water?
Yeah. Thinking water is like Krishna's energy.
Madhyama.
Yes. But Kanishta, he can't see. That means his consciousness is not raised that much level actually. So that's why Madhyama has very narrow understanding of scriptures, narrow understanding of Krishna consciousness. And his Shraddha is not so strong. That means Komala Shraddha he has. But he is also devotee. Kanishta is also devotee. That means he doesn't have so strong faith because he is not expert in the Shastras. He is not expert in the Yukti and Shastra. Shastre Yukti cha Anipunaha. So, but he is also in devotion. He is also considered as a devotee. Kanishta also. That means his Shraddha, Komal Shraddha means is broken. Now he is leaving Bhakti and going. No. But he is not having the sufficiently Shraddha to be in the pure devotional platform. Such a drdha is not there. Like Madhyama is having. That he will develop how? By serving the Jivatmas. Thinking that Krishna is there everywhere. And giving the charity. And regularly hearing. So from pure devotees. And doing his karma. So that's a tavat karmani kurvita. This sloka is applied. Till that time they should do karma. So it is applied to whom? Karma doing is applied to whom? Those who are in the Kanishta. That means in the Komal Shraddha still. Okay, got closing. We'll discuss tomorrow also.
Tomorrow, please make diagram for this. Please make diagram for this.
I mean reaching. For reaching, you are saying.
for reaching Drdha,
Acha.
We discussed Kripa.
Elements only, Prabhu. Actually, one thing is Kripa we need because our material intelligence definitely need the spiritual energy. So to accept the inconceivable things. And we should be in the Varnashrama Dharma definitely. So because without mode of goodness, if we get the association of pure devotees, we can't take efficiently the output from that. That's why, what is that sloka? Bhagavad Gita 7.28. So, Eshantu Antagatam Papam, Jananam Punya Karma. So, Drdhavrataha. So, that Drdhata will come when the Papa is over. That means when we are in the Rajas and Tamas, so we can't develop Drdhavrataha. That means we can't be Drdhavrata means determined in Bhakti. No. So that's why Varnashram Dharma is needed as a helper actually, not like a part of, it's not the direct element to develop drdha. No, it's not direct element. Which one, which thing will be developing as drdha? Only hearing from pure devotees about the glories of Bhakti. So that's why to get his mercy, we should do favorably, that means service to him. Then we'll get mercy. These things. We'll discuss even a lot more things actually. Practically, with the application of Bharat Maharaj, we'll see. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Nitai Gaur Prema.